Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Perfect Ideas. This is a home of truth. If you are joining us first time, please subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload videos on this channel, you'll have a chance to watch. This is the home of truth. Welcome, and please share with your friends and family. So, and today I want to focus on two state factors that promote corruptions in Kenya. It could be happening also in other countries, the same factors. So corruption basically is the abuse of power, to benefit for private benefits, and sometimes it cannot necessarily for private benefit, but can be related, for one to enhance, one's interests within the system, the family, tribes, friends, sad, eh? So there are two state factors that promote corruptions in Kenya. And the state factors, how it operates. So one of the factors is regulation and authorizations. So this basically deals with rules and regulation of a state, and it happens that the official who authorize have powers and monopoly over regulations. At times they can decide to refuse or to authorize or sit on in order to extract bribes from those who need. For example, like if you want to go for permits, in some cases the regulations are not transparent. So if I give one example, if you want to go and get your permit or passport, the regulation there is not transparent, but you pay. There's a certain fee, that's the only maybe, and you present your document. So at times of collection, what happens? That's now when if you go to the passport control office, you stay there for how long to get your passport, you see? Or the authorities who sometimes decide to sit on those passports so that you pay something and get your passport, you see? So that is the regulation and authorization of is an state factor. Another main state factor that is causing mayhem and corruption in this country is taxation. So let's look at this. How many of you have ever have contact? Are there contact between the taxpayers and the tax inspectors? Do you know your tax inspectors? No. So this normally leads to corruptions. So most of the citizen does not have difficulty in the interpretation of the tax laws, definitely, or some may also interpret differently. So that's also the basis for corruptions. So the basis of the payment of taxes requires frequent contact between taxpayers and tax administrators. So those laws are not well defined in this country. You pay taxes, and sometimes when you pay taxes, you don't know exactly the amount you're going to pay. You're just given, and this is what you are supposed to do, and then that is it. So sometimes you submit your tax online, and after that you don't know what happens. And maybe because of the kind of staffs that we have there, sometimes you will be in the next taxation, you are told maybe you have defaulted, of which you have submitted on time, you see. So in this institution also, the wages of tax administrators are low, so that will also lead to corruptions, because when the the employees earn low, it's also the basis for corruptions, you see. That's very interesting. So acts of corruption on the part of also tax administrators are ignored in most cases, and but easily, and when it is discovered, sometimes the penalty is mild. You've seen how the tax administrators, sometimes they are arrested, but they are not charged, and there's no refund of whatever they have stolen. It's a challenge. So the administrative procedures also, and for example, the criteria for selection of taxpayers for audits lack transparency and are not closely monitored within the tax or custom administration. See, so the basis of corruption in this country when it comes to taxation, these tax administrators, inspectors, and also custom administration, they are not mostly regulated. So somebody can just can get away with it by paying bribes at the customs, and then see, tax evasions. Very sad, eh? And also tax administrators have discretion over important decisions, such as those related to the provision of tax incentives, determination of tax liabilities, selection of audit, litigation, and also more broadly, when the control from the state principal and the agents charged with carrying out function are weak. So in this case, corruption are likely to be a major problems in tax and obvious custom administration, you see. So there's a challenge with these two institutions. So let's look at solutions. Can we get a solution from these problems? Or yes, and if we look at other countries around the world, the research that has been done, for example, what Uganda and Peru did when the tax corruption within the tax institution becomes so endemic, they closed down the existing administrations and they replace with the new ones. Is it possible to do that in Kenya? Only when Jesus resurrects, maybe. Jailing of other countries have also managed by jailing Director of Customs. When last did you hear Director of Customs, Kenyan Customs has been jailed? Replacement of also of domestic customs, maybe with the privatized, foreign companies, maybe. The main solution also that we need to focus on this tax institution is increasing salaries for employees and reducing the number of applicants to avoid creating jobs for extra incomes. In studies that were done around the world, the tax institutions, they employ more people and pay less. So these applicants normally find it, as a ground for extra incomes. definitely when the bribery comes in, you know. So those are the two state and institutions that are enhancing corruptions in this country, and that is the solution that we recommend. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Keep you know, sharing these informations so that people acquire, you know, more knowledge on what is happening within their countries, and enjoy your time. Thank you. Bye.